I want to be popular. I don't want to upset people. I don't want to look like a mean person. I want to attend nice dinner parties in London or Washington, D.C. I want my friends to like me. I don't want to cause trouble.
For the future of the West. And I have worked in the cabinet under both the Trump presidency as Trade Secretary and the Biden Secretary as I was Foreign Secretary. And I'll tell you, I felt safer, conservative policies and getting grassroots support, because I know that's what the public wants. They want us to deal with immigration, they want us to cut regulation, they want to have low taxes. But too often, there's a circle within the M25 that stops that from happening, and that is why we need to galvanise those supporters and get that conservative. People want control of their own lives. They don't want the government telling them what to do. They don't want these woke policies inflicted on them. But the problem is the leftist activists have been very, very assiduous at pushing that agenda, which is why we need a conservative movement that challenges that at a grassroots level.
How many do you have in the United Kingdom?
In Britain, we only have 100 political appointees.
You only have 100 people when you come to power.
100 people. 100 people. And is a permanent civil servant in Britain. Well, we need to change that. We need to change that. Because what I found out when I got into number 10 is I thought that if I got to the top of the tree, I would be able to implement those conservative policies.
So you think once you're Prime Minister,
was that I was not holding the levers. The levers were held by the Bank of England, by the Office of Budget Responsibility. They weren't held by the Prime Minister or the Chancellor. And I think that's a massive... That's a massive... What I'm saying, Steve, is that if the Bank of England governor can't be sacked and the Prime Minister can be sacked, then the Bank of England governor is going to have more power than the Prime Minister. And that is a problem in a democracy. Because the fact is the left have succeeded in infiltrating our campuses, infiltrating our schools, our corporations. So it's not enough just to take the White House. It's not enough just to take the Senate. You've actually got to change a hell of a lot of what's going on in our countries.
Are you a conspiracy theory person?
Now, in Britain, we are one of the few countries that still have a conservative government. But the left did not accept that they'd lost at the ballot box. Instead, they've been weaponising our court system to stop us deporting illegal immigrants. They've been using the administrative state to make sure that conservative policies are thwarted. And they've been pushing their woke agenda through our schools, through our campuses, and even in our corporations. And the left are aided and abetted by our enemies overseas. Now, that includes Russia, it includes Iran, and most of all, it includes China, which stands behind all of them. And what those people want to do is they don't want to just compete with countries in the West. They don't want economic competition. They want to undermine our very way of life. They want to undermine our societies. And what they want to do is they want our societies to collapse from within because we loathe ourselves, because we hate ourselves. That's what they are trying to achieve. We've almost allowed Iran to develop a nuclear weapon. And we've enabled Vladimir Putin by not taking action early enough when he could be stopped. That is what has been going on. Instead of projecting strength, and we know that dictators only respond to strength, we projected weakness. And that is what is being projected from the White House at the moment.
Liz Truss, you want a Republican back in the White House. Are you endorsing Donald Trump? I want a Republican back in the White House. Is that Donald Trump, though? But the woman the Americans love to compare to Margaret Thatcher wasn't for answering. Liz Truss, you're at a MAGA conference. Do you not endorse Donald Trump? Any answer, Liz Truss? Who do you endorse? Who are you endorsing, Liz Truss? There must be an answer in there somewhere. You're here at a MAGA conference. Who do you endorse? Is this the brand of conservatism you want to bring to the UK?